Hi, this is Karen from CardioGolf, and this is your CardioGolf challenge where we're going to be doing a golf-specific exercise every day during the stay-at-home COVID-19 crisis. So for today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to set up and how to make sure that your posture is correct. So when you set up, ideally in the golf swing, and I'm using my shorty practice training club, so obviously this doesn't sit on the ground. It's short so that you can swing inside. You're not going to hit the ceilings or the walls. But when you set up, you can set up just as if you had a real golf club in your hand. And ideally, you want to have a nice hinge from your hips and a nice flat back and an athletic setup. So where I see a lot of people go wrong with their setup and their posture is that they kind of sit into their heels like this and they're very upright with their posture, or they over-exaggerate and they hinge too much and their arms are too far out. So these two positions right here really don't allow for good rotation. So in order to get into good posture, a way to practice would be, first of all, make sure that your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, everything are parallel to where your target line would be. And then from here, you could just dangle the club from your shoulder, and ideally it would clip your kneecap and go into the balls of your feet. And that would be a good set of angles. Where people would go wrong is that they don't have enough knee bend, or they lean over too much, or they sit too much into their heels like this. So you can see that club would dangle down behind my knees or too much in front. So just by doing this little exercise right here, you can look in the mirror and just dangle from your shoulder. It should clip your kneecap, go into the balls of your feet like this. All right, from here, a really good way for you to practice and get some exercise at the same time is just hold your club like this and then practice doing a little squat. So you would keep your back nice and flat. You would really squat into your heels. You would bend your knees so that your thighs are parallel to the ground, and then you would come back up again and get into a comfortable position right here. So you wouldn't squat down like this. You can't even do that. And you wouldn't do this right here to squat down. A squat entails bending from your hips and your knees, keeping your heels pressed into the ground. So just by doing the squat exercise would help, first of all, build some strength. Second of all, it would help you develop some core strength, and also it's going to help you try to find that balance point where you're in those good positions so that you can have good angles. So once you're from there, you just set up, and then I always like to measure about a fist and a thumb from the butt end of the club to my thigh as a good distance right there. And then here is a good setup. From here, it would be easy for you to make a good turn, really load into your backside, easy to shift your weight on the downswing. So just do that little squat exercise. Do about 8 to 10 repetitions. If you can, do up to 3 sets, and that will really help you with your golf setup. So that's your CardioGolf challenge exercise for the day.